Hello again everyone, I'm Dr. Connor Tobisch with Whitefish Chiropractic, and this month's videos are all going to be geared towards our desk jockeys. Folks that spend a ton of time working on a computer, sitting at a desk, and I think for the most part, if we're just thinking about sitting for a long period of time, most of us wouldn't think that that would be so stressful on the body. But man, when we do it for hours and hours, day in and day out, it can really cause a lot of pain and problems. So in these next couple of videos, we're going to talk a little bit about why sitting for long periods of time can be so stressful on the body, and then we'll give you some tips to help you stay pain-free if you are a person that has to spend a lot of time working from a desk. So in this first video, we're going to talk a little bit about something called mechanical pain, which is kind of a simple way to understand why sitting for long periods of time can cause all these problems like neck pain, low back pain, headaches, etc. So when we're thinking about pain, pain is basically our body's threat detection system. So we have various receptors throughout the body that respond to different stimulus that could be potentially harmful for us. So we have thermoreceptors. They're going to tell us about changes in temperature. If it gets really hot or really cold, we may start to feel pain to give us some motivation to do something different to avoid potential harm. We have chemoreceptors that tell us about changes in chemistry within the body. And then we have these mechanoreceptors that live in muscles, connective tissue, joint capsules. And they respond to excessive stress or mechanical stress, things like too much pressure or too much tension. So when we get that, too much of this stress on the parts of the body, it's going to give us some pain. Again, motivation to make us do something different to avoid harm. A really easy way to kind of understand or think about these mechanoreceptors, just take one of your fingers and start cranking it back into extension. So if I pull my finger way back, it's going to start to hurt a little bit. But if I let go, the pain goes away. So if I take my finger again, I crank it back further and I hold it there for a long time, well, my pain's going to start to get worse, it's going to start to get more widespread, and then when I let my finger return to its resting position, I'm probably still going to feel some pain. And that's basically what's going on in the tissues of our body all day long when we're sitting in front of a desk, usually with poor posture. So there's too much tension on the muscles and the connective tissues, there's too much pressure on the discs and the spine, and again, that excessive mechanical stress is going to tell our brain, promote pain to make us do something different, get out of that position. Because if we're dealing with too much of this mechanical stress for too long, our tissues are going to start to break down, and then we're really going to have some problems. So that's a little bit about mechanical pain. Next up in these next videos, we're going to give you some tips on how to avoid it.